Cheers guys, Nico here. Today a new video in which I will show you actually the insights in my game-changing trading bot, which is engineered to tackle FTMO and 5%ers trading challenges head on. I will give you a glimpse in the creation process itself. With ChatGPT by my side, I have supercharged my backtest approach, transforming the particular trading strategy I implemented into an unstoppable force. So therefore I'm super hyped in getting into the nitty-gritties in how I simply fell back on an existing trading bot I had in my portfolio. I was enhancing it. You see actually the trading bot currently running here on the charts, which is a very classy breakout trading system, as you can see it right here, where it broke out several kind of price levels. And the assumption of that trading bot is very simple. We have simply found as a team, in our team, that there is a high likeliness that price is always continuing if certain price levels are being broken into the direction. So we simply enter the position in where the price is going anyway, so we are going with the momentum. That is the underlying rationale. I was simply recreating the backtest reports I had back then, and I was wondering, what should I do? And I had a very clear goal on my mind. I need a trading bot with a very high winning ratio and also with many consecutive wins in a row. Of course, there is a loss once in a while, but I had to find a system where I simply know that there are many consecutive wins because we want to crack trading challenges. We simply go fully risk on into the trade and we try to crack the trade challenge in a short amount of time by the perfect bet size. I say indeed bet size, not trade size, because this trading bot I'm constructing right here is solely focusing on the challenge period, right? When you try to crack the trade challenge. As soon as you have cracked the trade challenge itself, the trading bot I've constructed here is not of use anymore. So keep this in mind as soon as I will publish this trading bot. Anyway, so I will just simply show you what I did. I was actually try and error in figuring out how can I make GPT read the backtest report I have on my hand. And you see, it took me quite some tries actually, but it was very fun. And my first try was like, okay, first I would like to see what is the distribution of wins and losses. You see it right here. This is a very interesting graph, but not the graph I was particularly looking for, because on the X I wanted to see over time, right, and in the right sequence when losses and wins occur, and then also like, okay, how many in a row. So he almost nailed it. I was obviously not precise enough in my formulation. Then in the next step I was nudging it into the, obviously in the right direction, at least for my purpose. And then I had this graph as an end result. And as you can see it right here, this particular trading system I got here on that trading pair, it's pretty much what I'm looking for, because you see that the biggest losing streak is sitting at 3, and usually the losing streak is primarily sitting at 1, sometimes at 2, and the very maximum is sitting at 3 here and there and there. So when we go in the hard numbers and we just exclude the visualization, what I find very interesting, but I already saw here in those numbers, cool, the system is somewhat going into the right direction. It's having the stats I'm somewhat looking for, right? The maximum number of consecutive wins. There was actually, in different words, a winning streak of 32 trades in a row. And what we also saw on the graph already is the maximum number of consecutive losses is sitting at 3. Then overall, what is also very interesting, I mean, these two numbers are pretty much telling a similar story, which simply means as soon as you have a winner, it is very likely the next trade, if it's the first winning trade, is also going to be a winner and another winner and another winner. So that's pretty cool. And we see on average, there's actually only one losing trade. As soon as we have more than 1, or we're sitting at 2 or 3, that is a very rare occasion. So these are pretty good stats I was looking for. I was doing the analysis for different kind of pairs. So here you see, for example, on a different pair that we are actually having a little bigger losing streaks. It's sitting at 5. The absolute maximum is sitting at 41. So the upside is even bigger. So we see it right here, 41, but we also have some hits here and there of like 5, like there, and here like 3 and 2. I mean, that is all right, but what is actually my rationale behind my quest of finding a system for you to crack trading challenges. The rationale I'm pursuing here by doing this kind of analysis is pretty much figuring out a system which allows us, which allows you to go full risk, like with the optimal bet size. There is a formula out there which we are going to implement in the trade bot, since we know, for example, what is the likeliness to win a trade? What is the likeliness that the next trade is also a winner? And then overall we have average values. We simply need to have some stats at hand to be comfortable enough knowing on average. On average, we know, let's say, 5 out of 5 tries to crack a trade challenge, such as a trade challenge from FTMO, 3 out of those, or even 4 out of those 5, we are going to crack. That is pretty much the intention of the trade system I'm looking for here. That is the system running currently live on the charts. And actually this trading bot, I just realized I already shared in the past for free in the community. This trading bot is currently running on our very own Trade Lab, which you can also access when you check out here the link in the upper right corner. Simply join the Telegram group to stay up to date as soon as we launch the beta phase of our Trade Lab, where we not only have already uploaded MetaTrader 5 and 4 and also some tutorial videos you need to watch, like as a newbie at least, to understand how does it work, like MetaTrader 5, how do I backtest, some best practices, but also some exemplary backtests so you can already get your hand dirty. Not only that, I also prepped the MetaTrader 5 with pretty much the most important currency pairs you need in the beginning, which are all the major pairs and some minor pairs. And due to the current crypto run as well, I also added Bitcoin just for fun. So that is already prepared. And not only that, I also uploaded one of our most successful trading bots in MetaTrader 5. So you don't have to hustle anymore to get it done, to get it onto your very own MetaTrader 5 platform. And also a tiny little goodie, our trade panel, which normally needs to be purchased for $75, also for free here on the MetaTrader 5 server on the Trade Lab, which we provide to you. If you're interested, once again, check it out here in the link in the upper right corner or in the video description down below. Very curious to hear your feedback, what you need, what makes your trade journey more convenient, since that is very much our mission, our vision as well, to democratize trading, algorithmic trading, for you to make it as convenient, as simple, at least like accessing the tools you need to get the job done. I also created a GPT, which is actually doing this kind of analysis. So it is kind of a knock-off or more intuitive quant analyzer, like the tool we all use to create portfolio analysis. I actually recreated this tool in GPT as well, actually more for myself, to make it handier for me to upload these backtest results, because I realized it is kind of hacky to always explain, please read this report like this, consider these numbers, and for example, this statistic is more important than the other for me. If you're also interested in accessing this GPT, simply give me a ping, write it in the comment section down below to see if there's any demand or need for you to get access to this kind of GPT to enhance your backtesting as well.